Hello. Cringe Crew Music Podcast is series number 2. In this series, we are listening to and reviewing a band's entire discography. We finished up with Bring Me the Horizon, and now we're starting on a new band. Ted has selected The Wonder Years, a band that I know absolutely nothing about, and have not heard of prior to this, so I know nothing about these guys, so if you want to explain yourself, go for it.
Yeah, became a fan of the Wonder Years in high school. They were suburbs of Philly, and they've just been kind of doing the pop punk thing for a really long time. I kind of picked them because their sound has evolved a lot. Like, we're going to hear a whole bunch of really different shit. The stuff that we're starting with today shouldn't grace anyone's ears, but I also wouldn't pick them if we were going to do this for 8 albums. Like, this sound very clearly dissipates into the next album. Everything changes, so we'll get a whole bunch of different sounds as we get through them. I'm pretty excited.
All right. So I guess really quick, where is it? Wikipedia, hello, please. Current lineup of the band. On rhythm guitar and backing vocals, we have Matt Brash. Occasional guitar and ukulele, we have Dan Soupy Campbell. Lead guitar and also sometimes backing vocals, Casey Cavalier. I hope I said that right. Drums, Mike Kennedy. Bass, Josh Martin. And keyboards, programming, and various other things, Nick Steinborn. We're doing their debut album, according to Wikipedia. I've been told there's another one that's also we're doing the first album that's listed on Wikipedia, so that there's no confusion. It's listed as a debut. I don't know what Ted was trying to tell me earlier about there being another one. We're doing
So this is the Wonder Years first debut album that's just themselves. Their first actual release was a split album. So this is the first thing that the Wonder Years have done on their own.
Okay, yeah, we don't care about splits. We're doing whatever's listed as the first studio album on Wikipedia. That's what we're picking. So we're doing Get Stoked On It. I don't know if I can show this album cover on YouTube. Maybe for a half second or something. I'm looking at Captain Crunch fondling the Kool-Aid woman. It's something.
Yeah, real good.
All right. I got nothing else. We can just hop right into this and see what an album with this cover sounds like. Track number 1, Keystone State Dudecore.
We know the way this shit gets sometimes. Like your house empty and gas prices too high. Pushing.
Oh man, I forgot just how bad this was. You ever been to see a small time concert, and then there's that opener of a band you've never heard of before, you're never going to hear about them again, and the only song that you can make out the words is, "Hey, we're touring, and this is a song about touring." That's what this song was. That's it. The whole thing is basically everything sucks, and we're dirt poor. We haven't showered, but it's a band. We're great. That's the song. It's so bad. It's produced like shit. Everything sounds like it's muffled and being tuned through cardboard. It's just everything about this sucks so bad. I love it.
This is unironically fucking hilarious. I just the fact that Keystone State Dudecore could unironically also be a genre that I'm sure people have probably thought of making outside of the Wonder Years. The one thing I'll say is, for some reason, it sounds like they just decided to put socks on all of their fucking mics that are specifically near the fucking drums. It sounds like they're trying to muffle the drums. God damn it. This is hilarious, though. I can't get over in a small town PA we're busting meth labs. I fucking can't. I can't. Being from small town PA, this is fucking hilarious.
It just sounds like every pop punk song I've ever heard. I am not well versed enough in the genre to know the subtle nuances, if you will. It just sounds like every pop punk song I've ever heard. So it sounds about what I expected. Whether or not that's good or bad, it sounds the same to me, honestly. As for the lyrics, I'm not from PA. I was there for a very small amount of time, so I don't know nothing. I've just, you drive through middle of nowhere PA and you see these abandoned barns and shit and like houses that are falling apart, and it's like depressing. If depressing could be a state, it sure is Pennsylvania. So it checks out, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
Track number 2, About to Get Fruit Punched, Homie.
Okay, so for context, this is where the album cover comes from. This is a song written from the perspective of a drug-dealing Kool-Aid man finding out about the affair between Miss Kool-Aid Man and Captain Crunch. But like some of the way that they play around the lyrics are just hilarious as hell. So before Kool-Aid picked me up, I ran blocks, I sold rocks, G's up, hose down, and I have all these snitches stomped. That's a real line written by real human beings about what they think Captain Crunch sounded like as a drug dealer. If that's not the funniest shit on earth, I don't know what is. Like, this is an entire ridiculous fucking song. It's so fucking goofy. It still sounds like shit, but I can't help but laugh. It's funny as hell. There's no way this isn't a comedy album.
I agree. I think that this has got to be that they did this just for the laughs, because I also God fucking bless Genius. Just God bless Genius. The line, I found her mouth all cut up. On Genius, the annotation reads, eating Captain Crunch can sometimes cut the roof of your mouth. The implication is that Mrs. Kool-Aid has been blowing Captain Crunch. Apparently his penis is made of Captain Crunch cereal. Thanks, Genius. Thanks, that's yeah, And I'll say that that breakdown, that is one of the breakdowns of all time. Yep, that's one of them, all right.
Okay. Just okay.
Listen, Mike, I told you we could skip this one and it would be perfectly okay, but I'm super happy now that we didn't.
We have to do it. This is something. I never thought that I'd be listening to a song about brand mascots. But here we are. Hold on. So glad I can pause recording in OBS. Very convenient. Alright. Track number 2. Buzz Aldrin, the poster boy. Oh, wait, no. 3. Track 3. Buzz Aldrin, the poster boy, for second place.
Wouldn't it be cool if we were both of us? Circumnavigate now this.
All right, I am pretty sure they wrote this song specifically so that they could use the title. Like, I think they just felt really edgy writing Buzz Aldrin's the poster boy for second place, and like, how do we write a song about it? And then they just did some space stuff. The fact that the most notable things they could say about space were that astronauts eat toothpaste instead of spitting it out is like, it's really fucking dumb. Man, this album is so awful. I missed it so much.
This is very, very interesting. The fact that on Wikipedia, if you look up this album and you look at the track listing, the only blue link in the entirety of the track listing is just for the name Buzz Aldrin, not for the song title. It does not link to any. It just links to him. What the fuck is up with this? This is just a whole lot of weird shit, because even if you look at the fucking Genius, something I've never seen before, they just write chorus. They don't repeat the chorus like in the thing. It's just, we're just too fucking lazy to press copy paste. This is a very fucking interesting just shit, and it has nothing to do with the album. Yes, this is a pop punk song.
So apparently this is the first song the band ever wrote, and it was intended to be a joke and not supposed to be serious, which
Yeah.
I could not tell. It certainly is the pop punk of all time. Oh boy. All right. Track number 4. Let's Mosh Your Size.
I don't even know what to say about this one. Just like, hey, use moshing as a weight loss program. Like, they've given me nothing to mosh to, nothing that I want to dance to, but I may laugh myself into some fucking abs, bro. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, it almost sounds like to them this sounds like some really hardcore heavy, like let's fucking mosh, and then you hear like Owl City Ash fucking synthesizers, and I'm like, you know, I've seen people mosh to some crazy shit and some fucking call mash shit. There's definitely people that do it, but just very fucking funny. This is that album that if you take it seriously, you're not fucking doing it right. This is just really funny.
Yeah, I could not imagine moshing to this. It's like there's nothing heavy about this to mosh to, and if you think that this is heavy enough to mosh to, I don't know what to tell you, dog. This ain't it. Yeah. This is kind of bad, huh? It's not good.
Incredibly bad. Not at all.
It is mildly entertaining at best, I think, so far. All right. Track number 5. What if we swam into nothing, but swam is in brackets for some reason? I don't know. Anyway.
So there's actually like some small like real positives here for me for maybe the first time. They actually like have a decent melody. They managed to change time, and you know you can definitely tell the different parts of the song belong in different parts. The negatives then are that they can't keep that time that they try to continue changing, and that the lyrics don't fit into the cadence of the rest of the song around it. And that stupid, what did you call it, Conley? The Owl City ass synthesizer sounds are just so fucking distracting that like it gets in the way of everything else here. But like this actually almost sounds like music for the first time today.
Yeah, this was the I don't know how much else I can say other than once again, this is pop punk. Yeah, this is it. This is kind of like the distillation of pop punk down into a formula. This they fucking got that formula now. Now let's see if they add anything to that formula, or if they're just gonna strip that formula down to 1 + 1. Goddamn that breakdown. That's again, that is certainly something that you could, if you squinted at it a little bit, you could probably call it a breakdown. Fucking Jesus, that one's interesting. It's a good song. Don't get me wrong. I mean, well, okay. This is probably at least instrumentally maybe a little bit better than the other songs, but I think I actually enjoy the goofy shit more.
I think this is the closest we've gotten to like a halfway decent song so far, and we're 5 tracks in. So that's an improvement, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's not gonna stay like that. But we'll see, I guess. Track number 6, Racing Trains.
There's always someone on the train with me who wants to talk about.
Very abrupt into next song.
Yeah, it was a nice jump into the next one, wasn't it?
Anyway.
I get the misery of having to wait for SEPTA because like sometimes they're just a little late, sometimes they don't show up at all, and I get it, dude. I understand why, you know, you have plenty of time waiting for a train to write this song, but I'm pretty sure that like instrumental break in the middle was genuinely like a little kid's like toy xylophone that only has 4 notes on it. Like I don't understand how you write this. You're like, yeah, somebody on Earth needs to hear this. Like who's the audience? Who is one person you thought might enjoy this?
So I was kind of that person up until that instrumental break, and then I heard him bring in a child's toy and thought, "What's going on? Wait, what? Am I?" It literally just about gave me whiplash from. This I don't hate this. This is kind of okay. I mean, he's taking himself seriously, but this isn't awful. And then I hear the plinking of a children's toy, and I'm like, okay, we're not there yet. Cool.
You tried. Honestly, the song is perfectly okay. totally fine up until that point, and then you ruined it. Unbelievable. Can't believe you've done this. Also, double fuck you for abruptly going into the next song. Can't believe you do that either.
True.
All right. Anyway, track number 7. Zombies Are the New Black.
They'll break down your door and walk in your house.
All right. I just want to point out that we listened to like 3 minutes of a zombies song, like a song about a zombie apocalypse that never once mentioned zombies. Not once. Like they just forgot to put that part in the song. I think to really speak to the quality and care that they put into this album. There's also a line that's basically just like upset about the fact that they ever spent time in school. What a waste if a zombie is just going to eat my brain. Like the big takeaway of a zombie apocalypse is, man, elementary school was a waste of my fucking time in hindsight. Like it just, this is so fucking dumb.
I love that the one line you talked about is the singular line in the entirety of the Genius lyrics that's annotated. The only single line, and it's one sentence. Learning stuff in school and expanding / filling your brain with knowledge is just giving the zombies more to eat. Yeah, that's... I mean, sure, I guess. I don't know if this song proves that there's much there to eat, but, I mean, sure. This also just happens to be so far the longest song that we've heard on this album. And I kind of remember that probably one of my favorite things about pop punk is how quick and fast they are. Not when they try and make that same formula stretched into 3+ minutes. And I'm like, this is meant to be punchy, quick, and short. Please keep it that way.
I hope you're ready for the actual longest song on the album, because that one is next.
Damn it.
I don't know. Yeah, this is fine. They mentioned zombies like one time vaguely at the beginning, and then not again after that. How are you gonna have a zombie song? How are you gonna have a zombie song, and it's mostly just about like how you're gonna beat them up with the bats, and not actually, the zombies themselves? What are you doing? Instrumentally it was fine, but yeah, I'm not taking the lyrics seriously. I hope by this point you aren't either.
Yeah.
All right. Track number 8. We Were Giants.
So, most of the lyrics in the rest of this album have been like super simple and easy to understand. And this one, like, I don't even know what we're going for. Like, is this planning for the apocalypse? Is this like some like fantasy? The universe is ending. Like, is this don't tell my mom? I don't know. I don't know what we're going for here. The music actually has progression, but they choose the shittiest tones and instruments to do it with. And then I guess this is the first time where Dan doesn't sound like a whiny 14-year-old finding his voice post puberty, right? Like, I mean, I guess it's okay, but like, it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, this one kind of feels like they wrote down the formula for pop punk and then kind of crumpled that piece of paper up, unwrinkled it, tried to flatten out, and said, "Yeah, let's do that." This has the outline of a pop punk song, and it has everything that I think should make a pop punk song. But there's just something missing from it that I'm like, what the fuck is this? For me, at this point, I wish they would go back to just the absolutely absurdist fucking lyrics, because at least that was fun. That was funny. This is a little less fun and a little bit more, I mean, they're trying. I can at least give them that much.
I think my biggest complaint here is I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, dude. Don't know what this song is about. Again, like, is there some sort of apocalypse? Are you going to war? Do you not want your mom to know something? What is going on? Please tell me. Alright. Track number 9. My Geraldine Lies Over the Delaware.
So fuck Route 9. I can't blow my own gas now. You're crossing the line.
unironically my favorite song on the album, dude. This is an entire track about fuck New Jersey, dude. I love it. I will say that the reason that he wrote this song is to piss off Mike Kennedy's girlfriend. It's a very deep running piece of Wonder Years lore that they just make fun of Mike Kennedy and his life all the fucking time. I don't get why. I don't understand, but like the fact that they wrote a diss track to his girlfriend's home state is just really bold. I love it. They also write a track. I think it's on the B-sides record that we won't get to on this podcast, but they do write one that's literally just called "Mike Kennedy is a Bad Friend." Like they just really fuck with this guy. They're like, hey, you want to drum for us? Also, fuck you and your life. It's really entertaining. And you know what? Fuck New Jersey. Good track. Even if it's bad, good track.
I think I also actually unironically think I like this song. This song's fucking hilarious. I think this means more to Ted also because he's from Philly and knows what fucking route this is. But just from being from PA, I like understand the sentiment behind it. So yeah, this one's just fucking funny. I don't know anything else to say other than this is hilarious to me.
I don't know why everyone's mad at New Jersey, but I mean, if you can't pump your own gas there, then yeah, sure, fuck New Jersey, I guess. That's dumb. That's the only thing I know about the state is that you're not allowed to pump your own gas there, and wow, that's fucking dumb.
Look, there's so many things about this song that are absolutely true. The air does stink. The accent is awful, and they misplace all of their R's. It's all real. You don't pay to enter the state, but you do have to pay to leave the state. And you don't pump your own fucking gas. It's the worst. Fuck New Jersey.
All right. Track number 10. Dude, what is a land pirate? You tell me. I hope this song tells me.
Look, I know concept albums are a thing. I don't know if this is maybe the best execution of a concept song. But I mean, as far as like somebody tells you, let's write a song about a pirate going to prom, I mean, I guess you hit all the tropes. There's a lot I don't understand. Execution is piss poor. I don't understand why you would have to paint your peg leg. It seems kind of worthless to me. I don't understand how you would forget that your hand is a hook to go touch a tit. I also don't understand why your parrot would need to go and shit on your date's dress. I like I said, the tropes are all there. The thought process is creative. Very piss poor execution. It's just kind of shitty, even if it's still really goofy.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this. I just what? I'm just kind of confused by everything at this point. I don't. Okay, yeah, okay. That's all I'm gonna say about this one. Just okay.
Me too. I still don't know what a land pirate is. So fuck you for that. Also, yeah, bad execution on song about pirate. Why? Why is a pirate going to prom? For why? That's my question now. For why? So, thankfully, this is almost over. We're at the second to last track, number 11. I fell in love with a ninja master.
Starting to worry about you. Your skin is always black and blue. You can't defend this city.
Okay.
Oh, it's the best outro of all time. I don't know where it fucking comes from, but it makes me giggle so bad. Look, the song is another like shitty, pop punk, like watered down, great value brand formulaic pop punk song. But then they get into the last verse, and it's just really shitty shouting and people talking over each other and saying either hiya or wow over top of everything, and then some random woman's voice saying she'll fuck you if you play Closer by 9 Inch Nails. It's the best. It's the best. I want every song I ever listen to end exactly like this one does.
I kind of zoned out for the first 80% of the song. My brain was just kind of like, yep, this is another pop punk song. This sounds very much like one of their other 3-minute songs. And then we got to the last verse, last couple of lines, and What the fuck just happened? I did. What?
Why he do that? For why? This is dumb.
Holy shit.
All right. Final song, number 12. When keeping it real goes wrong.
I guess that I'm a hypochondriac, 'cause I'm always sick or at least.
You're right. This song is the closest we get to like actual pop punk source material for music, I guess. So I mean, I guess this kind of sounds better than most of the rest of the album because it feels more like comfortable with what we know pop punk to be. But again, it's just another repetitive, badly mixed, can't keep on time. Everything like they suck at music. I'm surprised they made a career out of it, but here we are. It's an end to the album. It is an end to the album of all time.
I think this might unironically be my favorite song on the album now. Just because it's probably the most, like Ted said, just the most like actual pop punk without, I guess, having a lot of the other stuff. I almost kind of think that if this album wasn't so fucking absurd, that this would not have gone nearly as far as it did. Because I think that honestly kind of carried them for a little bit. But genuinely, I think if they continue using that keyboard sound for the next album, thank Christ, I was going to want to jam pencils into my fucking ears because I don't hate Owl City, but I am getting very tired of that fucking keyboard by the end of this fucking album.
I think the track was better than most of the other stuff on the album, but this whole thing is just a mess. I genuinely hope that everything after this is significantly better in some way. Like, this is a really rough debut, unfortunately. Like, it's really goofy, and like, it's not good, man.
No, it's awful. Like even the band hates it. So I think it was like 2011 or 2012. They re-released, or not re-released it. They remastered the album just so that it sounded a little cleaner. Genuinely, I think the version we listened to was the cleaned up remaster. So if it still sounds like shit, right? Like it was even rougher before, and it's still bad.
They're fucking dude. I want to go to the who's the drummer?
Matt Kennedy. Mike Kennedy.
I really wish I could just ask him what the fuck he was using for this album, because it sounds like either he muffled the fuck out of the drums, he put like his entire closet on top of the drums before playing them, or he's playing an electric drum kit because it's sound. And this is 2007. I don't even know how popular those were, but bruh.
It was mastered so poorly, but even when they remastered it, they said, "Hey, this isn't going to be on streaming services forever because we think this album's a train wreck. We don't want anybody to listen to it." Like, I'm 99% sure that now this album is unavailable on Spotify and Apple Music. Like, you can see that it exists and you can't listen to it. It's unavailable.
You are correct. The first album on Spotify is The Upsides, the deluxe edition. Let me check my Apple Music.
Yep, the first album on Apple Music is The Upsides.
Yeah, like I said, they just made it gone forever. The band refuses to acknowledge this exists. If we had skipped it, and there are Wonder Years fans there may be Wonder Years fans that didn't know this album existed or think that we genuinely made up an album that isn't the Wonder Years, because like this album, for all intents and purposes, doesn't exist anymore. Like even the band fucking hates this album. This is not enjoyable for anyone on earth. This is the kind of stuff when like the band's parents like, "Hey, what does your son do?" Well, not play music. That's for sure. Don't go looking. Like, you're embarrassed of your kids for releasing this album.
Well, I found somewhere you can stream it online. I don't think it's official. It's SoundCloud. someone just ripped it and put it up on SoundCloud. So, that's an option.
You can go find it if you're looking, but the band would prefer it didn't exist. The record label no longer. I think they gave away the rights, or they've like restricted the rights to it. Like, yeah, this album, for all intents and purposes, doesn't exist. It's bad. It's really fucking bad.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Well, I have a couple things before we wrap up here. A concert little review, and I picked up some records, but I'm going to talk about the show first. So about 3 weeks ago, I saw Cattle Decapitation on their Parasitic Infestation tour. They're touring for the new album again. Openers, there were 3 bands: Immolation, Sanguisugabog, and Castrator. Castrator opened first, kind of like an all-female, just classic death metal band. I think their guitarist had a fill-in, so it was just some dude filling in for them. They were okay. I'm not really a big fan of like the kind of standard classic death metal sound, like Cannibal Corpse kind of stuff, but if you're into that, you might be into these guys. I thought their mixing at the venue was not very good. I could not distinguish any of the instruments or make out a single syllable that this woman was saying. Not for me, unfortunately. The second band, Sanguisugabog, I thought was pretty rad. I liked what they were doing. I liked their kind of interaction with the audience. So for the entire show, I was up against the stage, and I don't get to do that very often. So that was rad. But they did a thing, I think the third song in, where the vocalist brought out a football and was like, "Hey, I'm going to throw this into the crowd. Whoever has this by the end of the song, take it to merch and you get something for free." So he just yeets this football into the middle of the crowd, and for the entire song, you just had a dog pile of people trying to pry this football out of each other's hands, and it was fucking great.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Jesus.
He was also encouraging people to stage dive, so the entire set, that just people jumping on stage, leaping off. I'm pretty sure some guy kicked me in the eye at some point. It was rad. It was great. The third opener, Immolation, I don't remember a thing about them. Not a single thing. Then again, this was 3 weeks ago. But I remembered the other two, so I don't know. I don't remember this band. Cattle, though. Man, I hate to say it, but I don't know if it was just because I was so close to the stage or what. I could not hear the vocals at all, unfortunately, and that bummed me out. Because that's the whole reason I like seeing Cattle Decapitation live. It's for Travis Ryan. Like, this dude is insane.
Yeah.
So that everything else, fantastic. Just could not hear the vocals at all, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
Overall, I think it was an okay show. Not bad. I did miss the VIP tickets, though. There was an upgrade you could get where you could go to their sound check and get some stuff, and there's like a Q&A or whatever. I missed out on that, unfortunately, but I still got to go, and that's what matters. Let's see, what else? I picked up a couple records. So, Friday after Thanksgiving, Record Store Day, Black Friday, there was only one release that I was interested in, and that is a Lost Demos collection from the Linkin Park's Meteora anniversary release that they did. I guess I think this demo thing was included with the big expensive deluxe box, but they decided to release it separately, so I have that. I can pull it out. I also managed to... There's a little record store here. They mostly have, like, secondhand older stuff. There's, like, a couple of newer stuff, but they don't have the selection of stuff that I have back home in Utah. I was very surprised to find the debut album from Horse the Band that got released for Record Store Day this year, Mechanical Hand. I'm not really a big fan of that album, but there's a couple of decent tracks on it. I'll go grab those. They're sitting in the closet. Go grab them. Right here.
Jeopardy theme plays.
Alright, so here's the Linkin Park thing. Very cool. I don't know that I'm aware of any of the material on this. There's like a demo for Faint on here. And yeah, there's tracks that are on the album that had different names for the demo. I will take the disc out because it is kind of pretty. It is this transparent kind of blue thing. Very cool.
No.
Cheap party.
Over there. And then the Horse the Band album. I think this is some kind of green going on. Yeah. All right.
I dig it.
Very very cool to have those. But other than that, I got nothing else.
Same here.
All right, so I guess we can wrap up then. So next episode we'll be doing the 2010 release, The Upsides, which I anticipate to be a vast improvement over what we just listened to. So
It's still not great, but I mean, by comparison, it's a masterpiece.
okay.
Well, that's good.
Alrighty then. So I guess that'll do it. We are, as of recording this, we have a few of the Radiohead episodes edited, and those should be going live shortly. By the time you're watching this, I sure hope that more than that is out. But you know, just updating you on where we're at as of recording, so that you know how long it took us. All right. So yeah, we'll catch you next time. See you.